So this is submit, resubmit, and confirm assignment. So.
Students can submit their assignments from different parts of the course. One of them is by clicking on the calendar event, and you can submit the assignment here. Another way is to click on the appropriate module or lesson in Brightspace course and choosing the assignment. And the third way is to go to Assessments, Assignments. From here, I can see all assignments available to me at the moment. You can see that I have submitted one assignment that I have received 96%, and the second assignment, American Revolution, has not been submitted. So let's submit this assignment. Many assignments require a file to be submitted along with the assignment, so this is the case. I will click Add File, choose my computer, and I can drag and drop files here or click Upload and upload my assignment. Click Add, add a note, and hit Submit. Now one last confirmation of the submission, and I'm hitting Done. Now I can see that this assignment has not been graded, but my first assignment I got 96%, and I haven't read the feedback from the instructor. Let's read it. These are the rubrics that the instructor added, and I can see inline feedback. This is the feedback from my instructor. These are the notes that the instructor submitted, and I can download this edited assignment for my records. Now, Brightspace tells me that I have read the feedback from my instructor. And one more place where you can check the instructor feedback is through Grades module under Assessments and Grades. Here you can see the feedback and access the inline feedback and grade rubrics. For assignments that allow multiple submissions by the student, you can resubmit your assignment by going again to Assignments, clicking on the assignment, and submitting it again. One last thing. You can see that each assignment can have a due date and an end date. A due date is when the assignment is due. The end date is when you lose access, the last access to your assignment. Thank you, and I hope it helps.
All right. So, understanding due dates and end dates. A due date is the submission deadline on your assignment of your course. The end date is the final date of assignment is available to you to submit regardless of the due date. So, add a video note to an assignment. Your instructor might ask you to add a video note to an activity. This is a great way to show what you've learned, and a more personalized way to interact with your peers in discussions. This Google Doc provides you with instructions on how to add a video note to an assignment or a discussion. So, add a video note to an activity. Click assessments in the click assessments in the nav bar. Navigate the discussion or assignments. When starting a new thread or discussions or submitting an assignment, you may see a screen similar to this one. Click on the Insert Staff icon. Within Insert Staff, a pop-up will appear with different options. Select Add Video Note. First, it will ask you if you want to use your webcam for this recording. If you are planning on using your webcam, click Allow. If you are not prompted, you may want to check with your pop-up blocker. After selecting Allow, you will have a new recording option available. Click New Recording. Record your video. You are allowed a 30-minute time limit. After you have created your video, select the blue Next button. Enter the video information, including the title, description, and very important, the audio language. Make sure to select Automatically Generate Captions from Audio. Captions are required for all course videos per accessibility policies, and then click Next. You may be prompted to wait in order to preview your video. You can do the following 2 items. Wait for the video to be updated, clicking refresh every few minutes before uploading to the course, or insert the video without previewing it. With either option, you will select the blue Insert button to add to the video. Once the video is embedded into your course file, you can either A. Add in additional text elements into the course file and select Save and Close, or just select Save and Close. If you already created a video using other means, you can upload videos into Video Note by using the Upload File option. You can select Choose File or Upload a Video. Note, video format must be MP4, FLV, MOV, or WebM. This may be subject to change. Check in Video Notes for most recent formats. Once you have selected your video, it will appear next to the Choose File. You would then select the Next button. You may have to wait while the video uploads. Enter the video information, including title, description, and very important, the audio language. Make sure to select Automatically Generate Captions from Audio. And then once the video is embedded into your course file, you can either A. Add in additional text elements, blah, blah, blah. So, that was it for this thing. Okay. So, Houston, we have a problem. There's general issues. Do you have any special characteristics in the file name? It does not accept those. How long the file name is. We recommend that you keep file name under 45 characters. Are there leading or trailing subspaces in the file name? Are there 1 or 2 periods before the file extension? Field is required, so there might be something in that error. This message appears when you click Add before your file has completed uploaded. Wait until the green loading bar on your file name has completely loaded, and then click Add. Then there's the file size. The maximum file size, which can be uploaded in D2L, is 1 GB per file. Audio, video, and media-rich PowerPoint presentations can result in large files. File size can be reduced if there are images in the file by reducing the resolution or size of the images. If there are many pages in the file, split the document into 2. Your internet connection can also may cause it to take up to 2 minutes or longer to appear in the video. Your upload speed is dependent on your internet connection, your browser. Practice assignment. Instructions. The assignment space is a practice opportunity for you to learn more about Brightspace. Please load a Word document or PDF of your choice to see what happens. Well, this won't actually be graded. You will see what it looks like when you submit your work. You can load more than 1 file if you like. So, I'm going to pretend, let's see here, upload. Let's see, what can I upload? I'll upload that. Okay, so it says uploaded. I can put any comments. Submit. Confirmation email has been submitted and sent successfully. I can click on it and see the PowerPoint. And that is it for that section. And then we move on to quizzes and tests. So taking a quiz in Brightspace.
When taking an exam, test, or quiz in Brightspace, there may be a couple of locations that you can find that exam. One may be in the top navigation bar under Assessments, and then going down to Exams and Quizzes. When we click this, we'll see any current quiz available to take in our course. Another common location that you may find the pathway for your exam, test, or quiz is located in the Content tab at the top and in the table of contents. Here we can see that we have an actual module named Exam Week. This is where the instructor intends on us to go to get the pathway for this exam. We see that exam is right here in blue. When we hover over this, we see the hand icon, meaning that we can click and interact with this. Let's go ahead and take that exam. We click Exam, and we'll notice that first we have a detailed summary of the exam, the current time, who we are, how much time is allowed, and an estimation of how long it should take. We have how many attempts we are able to take and how many attempts we've completed, and then any instructions that the instructor has left. When we go ahead and click Start Quiz, we'll notice that a new window pops up in Brightspace and we see our exam. We have the estimated length of time the exam should take, our name and the attempt that we are on, and if there are any pages, we'll see those listed out as well and all of the questions on that page. Here, there's only one page and all of the questions are free-flowing, meaning you can scroll down to the bottom and submit your quiz. If your instructor has divided their quiz up into sections, you may see next section at the bottom, meaning that there's multiple sections on this quiz or exam. When we answer a question, we'll notice that autosave is on, meaning that once we click it, it has saved our answer. We can then continue through the exam, answering all of the questions, and then at the end, we'll hit Submit Quiz. Another box will pop up asking if we would like to confirm that we are submitting the quiz. Once we hit Submit Quiz, we cannot go back. We can see on the left that all of our questions are answered because there are checkboxes under each question. We'll hit Submit Quiz, and then we'll see the quiz. Now, depending on the view that the instructor has set up, you may or may not see all of the questions, the answers. You may just see your attempt score. This is dependent on how the instructor has set up the quiz. The instructor may not want you seeing all of the questions right away and may release this at a later date. However, you should see the attempt score and your percentage, again, unless the instructor has set it up, so immediately upon completing the quiz, you're not seeing anything. This is something you'll want to talk to your instructor about, and they'll let you know how they're going to show the view after the quiz has been submitted. We'll select Done, and we will now see that we have one attempt, and we have our grade and our score on the right. If we have more than one attempts, those would be shown in chronological order, and then we'd have an overall grade for all of our attempts.
Alright, so that's it for this video.
Having trouble accessing a quiz? Here are some common issues you can troubleshoot before contacting your instructor. This tutorial shows how to recognize and move beyond common roadblocks when taking a quiz. You can access quizzes from various places in your course, the most common being the quizzes tool itself. You may also find quizzes in line with the course content or linked from elsewhere in the course, such as an announcement. Anywhere you can click links can potentially lead to a quiz. Because quizzes can be links within the course itself, sometimes you will find the link to the quiz before it becomes available or after it is closed. If you click a link to a quiz from an announcement, for example, you are directed to a quiz summary page. However, you will notice that the Start Quiz button is not available at the bottom of the page. Review the quiz period to find out when the quiz begins and ends. If the quiz period hasn't started yet, return to the quiz during the specified period and a button will appear that allows you to take the quiz. If the quiz has ended but you would still like to take the quiz, you can contact your instructor to see if they will make an exception for you. Want to retake a quiz during a quiz period? Sometimes your instructor will limit the number of times you can take a quiz. If you access a quiz, you may find that the attempts are completed. In the Attempts section, you will find how many attempts were allowed and how many you have completed during the quiz period. Did you lose your internet connection mid-quiz? Did the page freeze and you had to reboot? Do you have multiple attempts at a quiz? If it hasn't timed out, your quiz attempt may still be in progress. The next quiz attempt cannot be accessed until after the previous quiz attempt has been submitted. An asterisk indicates that you have an incomplete quiz attempt. Click the quiz, then review the instructions. Click Continue Quiz when you are ready to resume. Any answers that were previously saved will still be available. Respond to any unanswered questions, and save the responses. When you are ready, submit the quiz. Now, when you return to the quiz list, you can access subsequent quiz attempts. Recognize and move beyond common roadblocks when taking a quiz.
Review quiz questions, their answers, and instructor feedback from the submission view of a quiz. This tutorial shows how to read the feedback provided in a quiz's submission view. The submission view may be immediately available after submitting a quiz, or from class progress at a later time. Submission views help you review the results of a quiz and may include questions answered correctly, questions answered incorrectly, questions without responses, questions with responses, and the correct answer. When reviewing a question in the submission view, check marks indicate your answers, X's indicate incorrect answers, and arrows indicate correct answers as set by the instructor. Navigate to and click Done to exit the submission view. Review quiz questions, their answers, and instructor feedback from the submission view of a quiz.
Alright. So we viewed that topic. On to the next. So summary description, are you wondering what it might be like to experience a quiz on Brightspace? Take a minute to open this quiz and try it out for you to test your knowledge. For this quiz, you will see that there is a right and wrong answer feedback for each question. So be sure to read that you can learn about the cool things. Okay, so if you ever encounter an issue with Brightspace, the best place to find help is the IT help desk. Brightspace is the name of the learning management system that this student orientation course is. True. Now the next one I'm going to make a false just to see what happens. So, select all the choices that apply to this question. Who are some of the people that you can reach out to with questions about navigating Brightspace? I'm only going to hit one of them, because technically I think the answer here is all three. So submit quiz. Submit. And it will show you here that you've got that one right, and this one I got 0 out of 1, because I needed that, so. And it gives you your grade at the bottom. And then attempt 1. So. I think I can do the retake here. If it requires responses, lockdown browser. Alright, and that's it for this one. Next is on discussions.